All right, so I get a lot of questions about my experience with dialysis. I'm in the middle of my treatment right now. It's very simple. This is a typical clinic, if you will. And once you get hooked up, you just kind of chill out. They're cleaning my blood. I'm hooked up to the machine. That's what it looks like. I have a special access in my arm, and the machine filters my blood. It cleans it from impurities, and it also will get rid of the excess fluid on my body. But I want to answer these questions because people have loved ones who may have to go on dialysis who are already on it, and you're just curious because you don't get to see this side of it. So this is just a normal clinic. The other people getting their treatment. It's quiet. We have TVs here we can watch. I don't watch it. I use my phone. This is a standard clinic. I've been doing this about 3 years, going on 4 years. In January, I make 4 years. My treatments are 4 hours, 3 days a week. And I think I'm going to make this an ongoing series. People always wonder what it's like and what it's like afterwards. How do I feel? And so I'll do a video later today to add to this one on how I feel after treatment. But that's it. Come in, you get weighed, temperature, check your vitals, get hooked up to the machine, which is here. Blood pressure is monitored constantly. They constantly check, do blood work on you once a week, typically. And a battery of tests that they do every week, a battery of tests that they do every month. So everything is very strictly monitored. It's a whole staff here. They're always attentive. And I kind of just sit here, man. A lot of these clinics I do want to mention this is that they're cold. So a lot of people bring blankets and things like that. I typically wear a hoodie, and that works for me. Sometimes I've been in extremely cold clinic that I had to have a blanket myself. Most of the time I wear a hoodie like I am now. Some sweatpants, and I'm just comfortable. And that's it. All right, so we'll do this dialysis life. That's what we'll call this series, dialysis life. And I'll keep y'all updated on my experience and things I think may be able to satisfy the curiosity or answer a couple of questions. So if you got questions specifically about my experience, please leave me a comment. I'll answer those. I always recommend people do what your doctors tell you. Everybody is a everybody you meet is a doctor. They think they're an expert. They're going to give you all kind of advice. Ignore it. Everybody's nutrition is different. Everybody's blood is different. Everybody has different things going on with them. So they have professionals here that they specialize in taking care of people with kidney ailments. They have a nutritionist who's going to monitor all your vitals and things of that nature. And some things people, like, oh, drink water. No, well, I'm limited to how much water I could drink in a day. So too much water is bad for me because the fluid would be on my ankles and on my lungs, and it'd be hard for me to breathe. So I always recommend people do what your doctor tells you, do what your nutritionist. They work together. Listen to them. Don't listen to non-kidney specialist people. Don't even regular doctors. If they're not a kidney specialist, they're no good to you. Talk to your primary care doctor, who's going to direct you when it comes to things in your kidneys, and listen to the kidney doctor or nephrology people. And it's been a great experience for me. I mean, I'm typically, I would say I'm healthier now than when I started. I have more energy than what I did 4 years ago. So I make sure I do what I'm told. And I stick to the plan. Try not to miss treatments, things of that nature. I treat it like a job. That's how I treat it. I treat this like a job. Um, Trying to think of things. This is totally impromptu. I didn't script this. um, I know in the beginning what I was doing right before I started treatment. I went on a diet and I was eating a lot of salads and then to my surprise when I started my treatments and got with my nutritionist, it was like, no, you need the protein. You got to eat more steak. You got to eat more chicken. So and I was overloading on the potassium, which I didn't realize. Lettuce and tomato heavy on potassium. So that's why I tell people all the time: talk to your nutritionist, get with your primary care, let them refer you to a nutritionist so that they can work together and craft a solution that's customized to you. All of these diets and things that people come up with may not be beneficial to you like you think they may be. But that's all I got, man. This is pretty standard for a clinic. I've been to a couple of two different companies, and I've been to Fresenius and DaVita, where I'm at DaVita right now, and this is pretty standard. It's a pretty nice clinic, good people. You get to know them, you see them every day, and you develop relationships with the staff and things of that nature. So it's pretty cool. Good experience for me. I know a lot of you maybe. I was scared when I first heard I had to go to dialysis. I was terrified. It's not a terrifying experience. You know, it's nothing scary, and I'm better than I was when I started. I can say that. So if they tell you got to go on dialysis, you got to do what you got to do. Get on these treatments, and follow the game plans, and hopefully you'll be kidney transplant eligible. They can get you a transplant and get you out of here. But I'll talk more about this because there's some options that you have other than coming into a treatment facility. You can go home and do home care. I'll talk about that as well. But that's all I got. Stay tuned. Subscribe.